Let's get into this phone. The Nubia Red Magic 3 is the new gaming phone with a built-in cooling fan.
257.
I didn't pull up my phone there and looked at it again. God damn it.
The Nubia company has been pushing hard into the trend of gaming and smartphones, and today is revealed the follow-up to its Red Magic Mars.
This phone really is intriguing. I think it looks cool.
It looks really neat.
It has a fan built on into its body to reach maximum speed of 1400 RPM.
It's inside it.
Inside it. Ow. And a life that can reach a maximum speed. I'm sorry, past that. A life of 30,000 hours, despite being built into the phone. It's IP55 water resistant, which means you cannot take it and then throw it in the pool and start swimming with it. Just think it's waterproof. It's water resistant, people. Big freaking difference.
I still haven't put mine in the water.
Built-in fan that can help out despite the heat by 500%. It has a 6.65 inch with a 2340 by 1080 AMOLED screen with a 90 hertz refresh rate. Wow. Snapdragon 855, whopping 12 gigs of RAM and up to 256 gigs of storage. And it has a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack.
And stereo speakers.
Now, the Red Dragon also equips a 48 rear megapixel camera. And it has super slow motion video capture as well as 8K video recording.
Shit.
And also around a 16 megapixel front facing camera with a beauty mode. So bring out the beauty in this beard. And a 5,000 milliamp battery life that has a 27 watt fast charge support. Like there's so much with this phone.
Is 5,000 the highest you can get for a cell phone to be able to go on a plane?
I think it is, actually. You're right. Yeah, or else it can't go on the plane. Yep. Right. And the price. Okay, granted, I wouldn't pay this price for any phone. Doesn't matter what it does. Doesn't matter what it does. But I do have to say it's worth it.
For $639, you get the best model.
Okay, but we're talking about like the average consumer. $430.
Yeah.
That's actually really good because you're not gonna need the 6 gigs of RAM and you're not gonna need the data.
I don't care.
You're not gonna need the data. So you're gonna use 4 gigs at most. So you have it. You're locked it there. So I would say pay the $630 if you want to future-proof yourself, or even maybe test out Fuchsia. But you're not testing out Fuchsia.
No, but I'm future-proofing myself.
Yeah.
I want this is an example of why I got this camera for one. Okay, why I got the Canon SL3, okay? Yeah. This has 4K 24 frames per second. Yes, it's not the best at 24 frames per second, but it's 4K, all right? I'm not going to be using 4K because right now DaVinci can't do 4K as far as I know.
Yeah, it can. You have to buy it, though.
Okay, don't want to buy it. All right, Sony Vegas, I think Sony Vegas has 4K. I had the licensed copy, right? They can do 4K in that, right?
I haven't used Sony Vegas in a long time, so I'm not sure.
Okay, so either way, I futurified myself by getting this, okay?
It is kind of crazy. The crop of the 4K is unreal.
We'll show you later. But I mean, like I said, this here is something I would look into if it works for America and for my phone, cell phone.
It comes out in the U.S. in midday.
I think it's a good phone for the fact that I would spend $639 for a phone, considering the fact that this right here is $998.
Yeah,
and it's a rainbow phone now because it's purple.
Well, that one's not $980 anymore.
No, not anymore.
The S10 is.
This I'll get this phone, and Johnny will have my phone by the time I'm done. He'll have a good phone with a good camera.
But unfortunately, you'll have to buy that outright.
That's fine.
I don't want that phone.
Lots of Uber.
I like a cheap beat 'em up phone because of the kind of work that I do. I mean, if I get something along like that and I'm dropping and crack it, I'm going to be crying. If I just drop and crack this, I'll just get another one.
There's cases for that.
There's cases. We give you a case and a screen protector.
The all freaking dirt in it, wood chips,
right,
freaking
hold up.
gasoline.
I gotta jump in on this because he's got a valid reason, and you're just like, well, there's cases. He's got a valid reason to not want a phone that expensive.
Yeah, but one of the biggest issues is like he always has issues with his lower end phones because they're just the internals are old,
Yeah,
And
that's the trade-off.
I know.
He's trading off the risk of breaking it for the cost.
Yeah,
But then when he breaks it, he has to buy another
But that's
one.
why, like, if you really want to just
But wait, your guys' phones are like. Sorry to interrupt you, Nate. Just really quick. Like your guys' phones are like $500, $600.
Mine's not.
This thing's like 70. So when I break this, I can buy another one. That's still 2 phones for the arm, and I
But
still haven't.
I
paid
know,
that
but
much.
Johnny, okay, so like you should go down the road. Like I paid $230 for this phone.
Okay,
That's not bad at all.
So a counter for Nate's 230 here. His phone is still good though. I do give him credit for that. Where credit's due.
Yeah.
All right. The
Yeah, happens when you get gasoline on it, and it dies.
The problem with the situation you have, Johnny, with your phone, your phone is what you call a throwaway phone. All right. You use this phone until you get the good phone. The problem is that there's so much hardware issues with the cheap phones because they're old, they don't work. You're shaking your leg, you're probably aggravated because you like your phone. But
no.
But the thing is, like, you have so many hardware issues, so many software issues. I guarantee you, 10 times in a day, you're probably like, come on, this thing's not working. What the? Never works for me.
I bet,
and you do it all the time.
Well, okay, there'll be up to you one day when we get some time, if there is time. We'll have to sit down with Johnny's phone. Let's see if we can root and ROM and actually get that.
All right, stop.
And get that phone.
No, that'll help. That'll help.
And get that phone more up to date. And get your phone. And get your phone to actually use its full potential.
Yeah, because
That'll
it's
be
using
awesome, yeah.
old, antiquated.
And I think that actually might help.
The only problem I have on this phone, sorry to interrupt you, the only problems I have with this phone is 2 things. Google Chrome is being a bitch. I have to like search the same thing 3 times before I will do anything.
Well, Google Chrome's a shit.
Well, I would suggest using Firefox on
and then
Android.
sometimes Instagram will copy itself back to the internal storage other than my SD automatically without me updating it, and then my phone will crash and restart.
But the
well,
thing,
a ROM can help with that.
Okay.
The thing with him, with Johnny's
So I do.
situation, though, isn't the fact only that he has software issues too. We just said about 5 minutes ago. You asked, what kind of camera could I get that's good for me for just taking some still shots? This is not a good camera.
His old
That
phone
is not a good
pictures.
camera.
It did too.
This
My old
is
phone
a good
was
camera.
amazing.
That is a good camera. That is a good camera. This is a professional camera if you want to spend $1,000 on it.
I need,
right?
I need something small I can carry around when my Spidey suit.
That's the only reason why I tell you if you want to get another phone, don't
get the best of both worlds.
Yes, get an in-between phone. Get a Nate phone. Yes, get that. That has a good camera on it. Don't get a $76 one.
Like we have a friend of ours, Craig, who actually got this one too, and really likes it.
Yeah. Have you talked to him yet about his music issue?
Yeah, he wants me to help him with his phone.
So this is the only time I would say right up front is that I think his phone is a good option for you or something like that, because you're going to get the best of both worlds. You're going to get a cheap phone for two something $100 some dollars with a good megapixel camera that you can use and take good pictures. Because what you want to do is take pictures of nature and things like that inspire you and makes you feel good.
That's why I want a separate device for that.
But the thing is,
that'll just be more expensive.
You're better off getting something like that. And getting a phone case and then a screen protector, you'll be fine.
And you'll always have it on you. You don't have to remember.
Yeah, man. Okay.
You know.
Well, there you go.
My counter.
See, look at the bokeh I can do with that.
Johnny, is that every person I know at work.
And I just did that in like 2 seconds.
Who does constant lifting and moving of
It does really good bokeh.
Yeah. All have cracks in their screens and they all have protectors.
Well, no. Okay, so I've dropped.
Yeah, exactly.
This phone.
That's what I was saying.
I've dropped this phone like a half a dozen times already. The screen's fine because this is made out of solid wood.
Yeah,
it doesn't touch
case.
the screen. It's great.
My case has a lip above it, so the screen has stopped it.
Yeah.
Like I said, they make a lot of good cases. I know you're worried about that, but if you talk to us 3 here who have had many phones.
I'm in a bucket truck.
And I've broken a lot
with
of
a
phones.
chainsaw 20 feet up in the air, and I dropped my phone on concrete.
Okay, that's a whole other problem.
First of all, when the hell...
If you're up that high, put your phone aside.
Well, no, the solution would be the Doogie phone.
You guys just
Oh, yeah.
The super industrial one, yeah.
change his opinion, and I'll make a deal with you. How about this, Johnny?
Yeah.
You go out and get one of those $600 phones, and if you drop it from a bucket and it breaks, they have to pay you back the money.
He shouldn't be looking at his phone at a
First
bucket.
of all...
That's a good idea.
First of all...
In a job like his, he's being smart with this phone. He knows what he's doing because he knows it's a good
if he's doing that kind of work, he shouldn't have the phone on him to begin with.
Well, no, if you've seen those guys that work like
I get phone calls all day.
Like when I got Fios hooked up, right? I recently got when I got upgraded to the gigabit internet for Fios, the guy had his cell phone with you. I don't think it was a Doogie phone, but he had a case that was like it was like a monster. I was but I'm guessing he used that because he probably drops his phone a lot. but you could probably shoot a bullet at this gun. That phone, it'd be fine.
There are cases
like,
out there.
It was crazy. I was like, wow. So he probably does that because
need.
he doesn't want to drop his phone.
There are cases
like a Nerf case.
There are cases of screen detectors that work for you.
Well,
and I really don't think that you're going to be getting a bucket job anytime in your condition right now.
Yes, I did just 2 days ago.
He knows his job better than